Are you interested in investing in real estate? Well, we're here to show you a couple different strategies that you can use today in today's market in order to invest in real estate. Now, the market's definitely gotten a lot tougher in order to find properties out there that are worthwhile. So sometimes when you're looking at it and thinking about investing in real estate, you kind of have to take a different approach. You have to think about doing things that nobody else is willing to do, or that it is going to be a little bit more of a risk in investing. So you may have to take that chance in order to actually make a property work for you. And a lot of this strategy comes from maybe a mindset of where you don't have a whole lot of money to work with. So if you have infinite cash in the market, you can easily make a return on your dollars based on investing in real estate. And really what I call that is basically parking your cash. So if you're one of those types of investors, you can just basically look on what your return on your investment is, or your capitalization rate, and your cash on cash return on the money. And you're just basically looking for a return that's greater than what you're going to get in the bank, or maybe that you're worried about the stock market, so you're trying to just gain like a reasonable return on your cash on a year-over-year basis. And in turn, you're also going to get some more tax benefits based on owning the rental property, based on your appreciation or your buy down. So there's a lot of little things that go into residential real estate. One of the strategies that I've always used, and it's really worked well for me, is the Bur Strategy. You may have heard this acronym before. It's buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat. So really what it comes down to is you're looking for a property that's extremely distressed, that you can renovate so that you can rent it out to make a profit on, and then you refinance all your money back out of the property, and then you do it all over again. Now that's a really simple way of putting it, but really when it comes down to it, you're gonna have to go out and find the property. So you're gonna have to drive for dollars, go walk neighborhoods, and really pound the pavement so that you can find that distressed property, because you're not the only one out there looking for it, and there's a lot of seasoned investors that are there. But even just as simple as talking to your friends and family about what you're looking for, because you just never know who knows who and where you're gonna find that next deal. We've found it all different ways, and it's really like that's, in my mind, an easy way to really just create relationships. For me, I'm in the real estate business, so we're also looking to sell properties as well, but we're always talking to our clients, and they see what we're doing. So we get some of these properties organically just based on our relationships already in the market, because they know what we're doing and they see what we're doing on a regular basis. But if you have another job and you're just looking for a side hustle, and you feel like you want to invest in real estate, then making these relationships and really cultivating them is going to be big. Think about who you know, where they're at, if they have other properties. You just never know where an investment property is going to come from. So the Bur Strategy is a great avenue that you can take in order to really find some properties out there that are going to gain some cash flow. And so what I typically use as a simple formula is my purchase price plus my rehab cost should equal 1% of the 1% should equal the rents. So I'm going to say that again. Your purchase price plus your rehab, your rent should be 1% of that number. So simple. If your purchase price is $200,000 and your rehab is going to be $50,000, your rent should be approximately $2,500. So that's a good simple rule of thumb that if you're looking at numbers really quickly, you know that you're going to cash flow if you meet that criteria. Now, if you're a little bit below it, it's fine too, but you don't want to go too far below it because it ruins what your cash flow is, and really that's ultimately what you're trying to do. So once you refinance the property, you're going to take a long-term mortgage out. I mean, mortgage interest rates today are, for an investment property, are probably hovering around like that 5.5 mark, which is the highest we've seen in a while. But you know what? It just still is. It's just the cost of doing business. So if you're looking at your cash flow, you just have to buy the property a little bit better in order to make sure that your cash flow is there and that you're making money on this property. I mean, at the end of the day, that's the goal. Now, one of the things that you really want to look at is, where are you going to buy this property? Are you going to purchase it by your primary residence or by wherever you're living at the current time? Do you own a property that could become your rental property and you can just move out and purchase something else? Are you looking for a single family? Are you looking for multifamily, like a 2-unit or a 3-unit, a 4-unit? I mean, those are all residential properties that you can purchase with a normal mortgage. And I mean, if you're looking in a vacation location, are you going to rent it out short term? Are you going to rent it out annually? Like, what are these different things that you're looking to do? I mean, these are all questions that you really want to ask yourself in order to be prepared and really have a goal in mind on what you're looking to do. So you have to kind of put your criteria in a box and say, this is what I'm looking for, and this is what I'm going to purchase. So if a property comes up that fits this criteria, this is what I'm going to buy, and I'm going to jump all over it because I know this is exactly what I want. And reaction time in this business is key. If you can't act quickly, you can easily lose a property to another investor that's out there in the market. Now, like for me, I'm looking for a couple different things in a couple different areas. So I have a couple different boxes that I really focus on. And if I find something that fits that criteria, I'm going to jump all over it. Now, it's easy to say that, and you just really have to have a plan in place and be ready for it. So even if you don't have a property in mind, you should be talking to all your lenders, figure out what their criteria is for purchasing a property. I use a lot of hard money loans or private money lenders, which is basically you're paying a premium to borrow somebody's money, but it's less about you and more about the property. When you purchase a property through a bank, they're gonna look at you as well as they're gonna look at the property. Now, you want to make sure you are in good shape if you're gonna keep and buy and hold a property, because ultimately you are going to get an end loan on these homes. So if you're going to do it through a traditional bank, you want to make sure that you have the credit score, you have the finances in order to support at least your own personal stuff, and that whenever you have your rental in place, then that the property will cover itself and that you can cover your own personal expenses. So really, I mean, knowing all these different avenues is really important, and being able to look at it and have a plan in place and really know exactly what you're going to do and how you're going to execute it is important. So just to give you an example, right now I'm renovating a commercial building, small property. Going way over my budget, but I mean, it still makes sense. I mean, so like, and as I've been working on the property, I purchased the property with a private money loan, and we are renovating the property with the private money lender's cash, and we are going to put a permanent loan on it. Now it's going to be a commercial mortgage, and I did a little bit more homework than I normally would have because it's the first time I've done like the commercial lending side. And what we did is we made sure that we already have a commitment for our end loan, and we're not even done renovating the property. So at this point in time, the only thing that I need to do is get an appraisal done on the home or on the building, and then just put the new loan in place once that's all done. We're pretty far ahead in the process in terms of the mortgage. And really what I want, my goal with that is to get rid of the hard money loan, because he's more expensive. I mean, I paid a premium in order to use his money, but now I want to get him out of there as soon as I possibly can so that I can move on to the next property. And what I'm also doing is I'm cashing out my money on the back end. So at the end of this project, I should actually have $0 left in this property, and we can move on to the next one and look to purchase another property in the area and really build the portfolio. So if I don't have any cash left in that property whatsoever, it makes it easy for me to go and move on and purchase something else, because I'm getting my money back out and I'm really doing what I need to do in order to like build my portfolio and ultimately build my wealth. So, you know, these are things that anybody can do. And like, I believe that you are more than capable of doing this, because you have the same resources that I started with. I mean, we didn't start with a ton of money. We leveraged money, and you know, I continue to talk about my story and tell you what things that I've done, just because this is how I did it. So, and there's really no right or wrong way, and you can get there 1,000 different ways. Everybody does it differently. The people that I've met along my journey have all have different ways and how they finance properties and done different things. So there's really no right or wrong way. This is just the way that I've done it and that it made sense for me to do it. So when you're looking at your own personal finances, I mean, you never know. Maybe your mom can invest, your mom or your dad or your parents can help you invest in that first property. There's a ton of ways to do it, and there's a lot of different avenues to take. So if you are interested in investing in real estate and would like to sit down for a consult, you know, or you have any questions, make sure you comment below. Make sure to like and follow our page. We would love to continue to give you more information about real estate, investing in real estate. So whenever you guys have any questions, you're more prepared to answer some of the things that maybe you weren't previously. So give us a call. Talk to you soon.